Well, looky here. It's Wednesday again, which means what? Which means it's time for the Wednesday word. I love the Wednesday word. Wednesday word is awesome. Hopefully you're loving it too. What happens on the Wednesday word? Well, it's very simple. I've got a list of words over here that are success themed and about success and creating more of it in our lives. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open the dictionary. We're going to look at that word. We're going to understand the definition of it. We're going to understand what it means. We're also going to understand where it came from, the etymology of it. Okay, then we're also going to take a look at how do we take this word and then plug it into and enhance, improve on, make better our sales, our business, and our life. First lesson I learned from Grant Cardone. My name is David Bradley, by the way, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. First lesson I learned from Uncle G was this: selling is a conversation and power comes from the words that you use. So I am highly interested and invested in understanding the words that I use. Aren't you? Exactly. So let's get into today's word, shall we? Today's word is passion. Yeah, that's right. You almost sort of want to say it with like a Latin flair. Passion. Passion. Or you could throw some French into it, right? Passion. Okay, it's a noun. And when you think of passion, what comes to mind for you? Because passion can have, like, right, I already said, hey, throw a Latin connotation on it, throw a little French behind it, and it can mean something entirely different, right? Who's the guy from The Princess Bride? Very passionate guy. Both of them, for matter of fact. But like Inigo Montoya, passionate man, Spanish accent, right? It's a good word, passion. There's a lot of different meanings. There's a lot of different applications. That is where I'm going with that. And so let's look at the definition of passion. Let's also then dig into the etymology and the derivation of it, because there's something very, very interesting within the derivation and the history of that word. And then we're going to wrap it up with some food for thought that, you know what? Guarantee you're not expecting it. So the definition of passion is a strong and barely controllable emotion. It can also mean a state or outburst of strong emotion, intense sexual love, an intense desire or enthusiasm for something. I love that word, enthusiasm. Always, I think about The Untouchables with Robert De Niro as Al Capone. Enthusiasms. Then I get to another definition, totally distracted myself. A thing arousing enthusiasm. Okay, so something invokes enthusiasm, gets you passionate. And then also the suffering and death of Jesus. That's right. Remember that movie that Mel Gibson did, The Passion of the Christ. And if you follow, I grew up Catholic, and they always talk about the passion, right? And so I never really understood that. So the etymology, that's just interesting to me. I really never put two and two together. So the etymology, it's from Latin, and the root Latin word is pati, P-A-T-I, pati. And it means, you ready for this? To suffer. Oh, well, yeah, okay. So Jesus clearly suffered that last day. There was a lot of suffering involved. So that's the suffering of Jesus. Passion. So somehow, this word meaning to suffer then gets tied into, there's some romanticism there, but also, because we see people that are very passionate about their beliefs, especially in this day and age. Strong and barely controllable emotion, a state or outburst of strong emotion, intense desire, enthusiasm for something, right? Passion, passionate. Okay, so now what? What do we do with passion? So I've got some action ideas. I want to give you some things that you can take with you to really wrap this up, get a handle on this word, and incorporate it into your sales and your business and your life. So here's the question. Again, you're probably not expecting this question. How distracted are you? Well, what the hell does that have to do with passion, Dave? Great question. Totally glad you asked. If passion means barely controllable emotion, intense desire, arousing enthusiasm, and originated from the word suffering, then consider this. Is where you're at right now exactly where you want to be? And if it's not, if the answer to that question is no, how bad does that hurt? To what degree, in what way, is that Ferris Bueller reference again? To what degree are you suffering? And is the suffering so bad that you'd rather get into an argument on social media than make another phone call? Is the pain so great that you'll scroll through Twitter looking for a reason to get offended instead of working on improving your skill set? And is the suffering so bad that you're listening to the news instead of making it, that you're using the news to avoid doing the things that you know what needs to be done in order to create and live the life you're passionate about? Yeah, take a moment. Think about this. What are you passionate about? Think about what you're passionate about. What's keeping you from moving towards it? Why are you getting distracted? What do you not know about getting what you want? And are you willing to give up where you're at and what you have to get to the real you? See? Told you wouldn't be expecting that, right? Yeah, all right. So, hey, this has been another exciting episode of the Wednesday Word. Hopefully you're passionate about the words as I am, okay? Thank you so much for listening. If you're getting something out of it, make sure that you're sharing this out into cyberspace. If it's helping you, I promise you it's going to help somebody else. So get it out there. Tweet it. Post it on Instagram. Post it on LinkedIn. Put it up on the Facebook. Wherever. Get it out there. Share it for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you again for listening. And let me just leave you with the words of your Uncle G, Grant Cardone. Be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.